GameSpotTV's special edition, our whole show is packed with tips, cheat codes, and strategies. We have tons of cheat codes for the hottest games, including Tomb Raider 2, StarCraft, and Turok 2. Plus strategy guides for the fantasy epic EverQuest, the action-packed punch-em-up Street Fighter Alpha 3, football action with NFL 2K, and first-person shooter fave Quake 3. Plus, a whole lot more. So stick around. It's game time. Hello, and welcome to this special edition of GameSpotTV. I'm Dash, and this week our show is completely dedicated to helping you with your game. That's right, it's an all-tip, strategy, and cheat code special. And first up is Ready to Rumble, the sweaty masterpiece for the Dreamcast.
It doesn't get any tougher than this. Face-to-face, fist-to-fist, and a bell to start the trip to La La Land. You're brave enough to step inside the ring, bite your mouthpiece hard, and pray that one of these tips work. You want to go the distance and win your rounds? Then stick your moves. Learn how to get in, throw your shots, and get out. It's a rhythm thing. As the boxing great Muhammad Ali said, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This technique is especially helpful in the solo games. Try to adopt a less predictable technique when you're playing a human player.
Let's rumble, Holmes!
And before you start singing the theme to Rocky, learn the combo. Each character has his and her own special combo moves. The combos can be executed by pressing the correct directional pad and button sequence. Applying them at the right moment can demoralize your pathetic opponent. A little self-confidence helps too.
Better stay down.
No Ready to Rumble bout is finished without using the mighty Rumble Flurry. Seeing R-U-M-B-L-E spelled out could make you lose all bodily function, but try to contain yourself. Watch the clock, your opponent's health, and manage the use of the Rumble Flurry. Use it when you think the Rumble Flurry will be most effective.
I'm ready to conquer El Toro!
So whether you plan to relive the Thriller in Manila or reenact all of Raging Bull, remember the combos, stick your moves, and manage the Rumble Flurry. Oh, and watch out for the right hook.
Stepping out of the ring and into the endless levels of Turok 2 for our next cheat code. Pay close attention to the cerebral bore.
To activate the big cheat in Turok 2, go to the Enter Cheat screen and enter Oblivion is out there with no spaces. Now you can have access to all the cheats in the game. Activate Juan's cheat, and you'll see one of the programmer's heads in some unlikely places. Turn on invincibility, and even the most formidable monsters won't be able to harm you. Finally, turn on all weapons, and you'll have the entire Turok 2 arsenal at your disposal. Yes, that includes the cerebral bore.
Fighting games are hugely popular. By far the most recognizable fighting series is Street Fighter. So in order to prevent an embarrassing butt-kicking, we have the following strategy guide for Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Considered as the best PlayStation port to date by our buddies at Expert Gamer, Street Fighter Alpha 3 could be the perfect elixir for your itchy knuckles. But with a ton of new fighters, new styles, and modes, this game guarantees a butt trip to the floor without proper guidance and practice. Here's some knowledge. First and foremost, learn the isms. SF Alpha 3 has 3, the X, the A, and the V ism. Knowing the advantages and disadvantages of each ism can give players the upper hand. The fantastic super moves in Street Fighter Alpha 3 sets it apart from previous versions. Often fighters wait for the bar to be at the full level 3 before activating a super move. Expert Gamer says, don't gamble. A better strategy is to use 3 level 1 super moves. The recharge rate will be faster, and if they connect, players can actually deliver damages more often. Going on the world tour, pack enough ice and muscle cream for bruises.
Go for it, man!
The survival mode pits players against 2 opponents at once. Is it fair? No. time to get sneaky. The strategy here is to sweep, keep both of them off their feet, and keep them on the same side of the screen. The Xism mode is the best mode to fight in. Street Fighter Alpha 3 seems to be the thinking man's fighting game. The game offers a new twist and dimension to the aging 2D genre. So practice the moves, practice the combos, and don't forget the isms.
Game over.
If you want to watch the streaming video of our Street Fighter Alpha 3 strategy guide, go to the GameSpotTV website. There you'll also find our latest column on the upcoming contest between the multiplayer shooters Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament. Coming up on GameSpot TV, we have balls up for action with a strategy guide for the top-rated football game, NFL 2K for the Dreamcast. Laura gets her quad bike out in our Tomb Raider 3 cheats, and we help you battle tiny gnomish thieves in our strategy guide of EverQuest when GameSpot TV returns. It's football season, and if you don't fancy actually going out on the field and getting tackled by some tank, you do have another option. NFL 2K. It's a football game for the Dreamcast that almost deludes you into feeling like you're down there on the field. Here's a strategy guide to get you into the game.
If you like taking brain-numbing, teeth-jarring hits left and right, well, welcome to football, baby. If you're new to this console genre, NFL 2K is just the game to break you in. But before humiliation makes you lose all sense of being, let Coach Adam give you some beginner tips to spruce up your offensive tactics. First, pick your favorite team, then learn and practice their offensive and defensive plays. Don't be overwhelmed by the number of plays in the playbook. Get familiar with at least 3 plays that you can use interchangeably. Study the speed and routes of your running backs and receivers, as well as the power and accuracy of your quarterback. This will come in handy when time is running out and you're third and long. Football is a game of yardage, but every inch counts. After catching the ball, don't let the first hit stop you. Rewind, please. As you can see in the slow-mo, our player managed to slip away from 1, 2, and then finally brought down, but not after gaining extra yards. The secret is in the timing. Apply your move or speed burst as soon as a tackler gets close. That extra inch could mean the difference between winning or losing. A typical beginner's mistake is pulling the quarterback too far back after the snap. If you're sacked, you can easily lose 10 to 15 yards, even if you're using a great QB like Dan Marino. Try to stay in the pocket as long as you can. With practice, you'll learn to smell the attack. That's when you should run, skip, dance, and do whatever to get the ball to a receiver. Lastly, have fun with the game and be creative with your play selections. Taking a gamble at 4th down can be exhilarating, especially if the play works. If it doesn't, you can always hit the power button.
In case you're wondering, NFL 2K for the Dreamcast received a rating of 9.9 out of 10 at videogames.com. Now, going from the leagues of the NFL to the star of Tomb Raider, we have some cheat codes to get Laura into places you may not even have known existed.
Want to ride a quad bike in your own house? After entering Laura's humble abode, go to the library and move the book sticking out to the right. Now, climb up the fireplace and follow the passage to a room with blocks. Move the block to reveal a passage to the attic. Then turn around and move the lever outside. Now quickly run to the door that just opened and enter it. Get the key from the aquarium and find your way to the labyrinth. Once there, open the door and you'll enter Laura's personal racetrack. Now you can ride around to your heart's content.
Didn't get that whole cheat in one go? Don't worry. Go to our website where you'll find it all written out. And now get out the peanuts and popcorn. Stepping up to the plate are cheats for All-Star Baseball 2000.
To activate the All-Star Baseball 2000 cheats, enter the following codes into the password entry field. Enter in Tom Thumb, and you'll find out what it's like to play baseball with the Wii folk. And you'll really have angels in the outfield when you type in Fly Away, and all your players fly to the dugout after an inning. Type in BCHBLKTPTY, and baseball fans will find out what it's like playing with big balls.
System Shock 2 is a sci-fi role-playing game with plenty of unpleasantness. Here are a few cheats, because we can all use a little help battling mutants and insane computers.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier.
No matter who you choose to be in the beginning of System Shock 2, you can get free items with these codes. To enter codes, press and hold the shift and semicolon keys and enter the following into the console. Running out of nanites? Type in summon OBJ 20 nanites and you will soon be the richest person on the Von Braun. And you can enter summon OBJ Psi Pistol and you can protect yourself with a pistol. And if you're not a Psi, or you are and misplaced your Psi-Amp, you can get one by entering Summon OBJ Psi-Amp to blast away those evil hybrids.
Online role-playing took a giant leap forward with the release of EverQuest. And so, for those new to the game, the world of Norath may be a wee bit overwhelming. Here are a few rules to live by.
Warriors, are you tired of getting killed by scrawny gnolls? Enchanters, is your mana level leaving you feeling a little blue? Well then, welcome to our version of a Little Red Schoolhouse. Today, students, we will be focusing on the massively multiplayer world of EverQuest. The following are a few strategies to help those new to Norath. Our first lesson is simple. Play your character. EverQuest is a role-playing game. Get it? Role-playing. Delicate elven wizards shouldn't act like burly human fighters, and burly human fighters should not act like tiny gnomish thieves. Any mistake may end in a quick and untimely death. What makes EverQuest fun is pretending to be something you are not. This is probably the only place where you can brag about triumphing over a bunch of ogres without your friends looking at you kind of funny. When you see a dark troll talking about last night's episode of Ally McBeal, it just doesn't make sense and ruins the game for those players who are trying to enjoy the experience. Our next bit of advice can be summed up as don't bite off more than you can chew. The road from Freeport to Kinos is not an easy one, my friend. The paths are littered with corpses of well-meaning, low-level souls who just wanted to see what was around the next bend. For beginners, it's smart to stay close to your home base at least until you are stronger and better equipped to handle some of the nasties that you may encounter in Norath. And last but not least, have fun and don't rush through your levels. The point of EverQuest is not to get to 20th level before the next guy. This isn't an arcade game. It's all about interaction. Talk to people, go on quests, join a party, and enjoy the world.
If that got you hungry for more cheat codes, move on over to our website and look in the Game Help section. Coming up next on GameSpotTV's special All Cheats and Strategy show, find out how to be a real mech warrior in our strategy guide to Mech Warrior 3. We'll show you how to use your robot's weapon system. And we'll be showing off our camera skills in our strategy guide to Pokemon Snap. Welcome back to GameSpot TV's All Cheat Code and Strategy Special. If you're a new fan of the giant robot sim, then you might need a hand with your mech. So here are some strategies from GameGuides.com for Mech Warrior 3.
Cut the cheese and pour the champagne. You're a mech warrior. You know the perks of being a giant roboteer. The fans, the parties, the all-you-can-eat buffet dinners. But then, of course, there's the bad side. Excruciating pain, or worse, obliteration. Don't fret. GameGuides.com was kind enough to offer these butt-saving strategies. Before you go ballistic, study the different mech weapons. Sample the lasers. Find out the range and damage capabilities. The Gauss rifle and autocannons are some of the most effective weapons as long as you know where and when to use them. Learn how to manage your ammunition and heat sink so that you can effectively customize your mech for battle. If you're outnumbered or just want to get a leg up on your enemies, go for the snipe. Target by using your zoom window. Once the crosshairs turn yellow, take the shot. Sniping can damage your enemy severely and give you the upper hand in close combat. Hey, if nothing else, sniping can irritate the heck out of the other guy. Listen up. Here's a good tip for solo games. To keep your lance mates from dying off, Don't order them to attack powerful close-range mechs like the Annihilator or Thor. These mechs could make mincemeat out of your lance mates. Instead, order them to follow you. This way, your lance mates will fire their long-range weapons to attack the enemy mech once you get within range, thus preserving their hides. There's no turning back now, Mech Warrior. Your mommy can't help you out here. Learn your robot's weapons, systems, and mechanism. If not, your mech is nothing but a giant walking coffin.
Nothing could be further from the stunning graphics of Mech Warrior 3 than the 2D crude cutout characters of South Park. But then again, there's nothing cooler than a cow launcher. Here's some cheats for those crass little kids.
If you want to open up all the available cheats in South Park for the N64, enter Bobby Bird at the game's password screen. Activate invincibility and none of your cartoon adversaries, not even Kenny, can harm you. Turn on all weapons and everything from projectile plungers to cow launchers will be yours to play with. Switch on pen and ink mode to see a wireframe version of the game. Finally, turn on all character mode, and all the South Park residents will become selectable during a multiplayer match.
If you fancy running over things, perhaps even including Kenny, then the Twisted Metal series is for you. Here are some Twisted Metal cheat codes.
Interested in a few secret levels? Enter the following passwords, then return to the main menu and select Deathmatch, and then choose any level or car. For the Club Kid's house, press left, 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 square, square. Or press square, 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 left, left to open up the warehouse level. Interested in hidden characters? To unlock Sweet Tooth, enter left, 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 right, right. To play as Minion, enter up, start, down, L1, and square as a password.
If you're looking for more cheat codes, go to the Game Help section of our website. There you'll find everything from Age of Empires to WWF Warzone. And if you have cheats of your own, send them to us at GameSpotTV at ZDTV.com. Coming up on GameSpot TV Special Cheat Code and Strategy Edition, we have a strategy guide to help you entice those cute little Pokemon out of their hiding places. Tired of cute? Frag 'em! We have a strategy guide for Quake 3. Top players and the legendary John Carmack give you their tips for multiplayer survival when GameSpot TV returns. Welcome back to our GameSpot TV All Cheats, Tips, and Strategy Edition. Real-time strategy games require thought and endurance, but who cares? Here are a few tips for StarCraft to help get you through your missions.
This should be good.
In order to better compete in the species-shoot-species world of StarCraft, here are some cheats for Blizzard's real-time strategy game. Press Enter and type the following into the message prompt. For good old God mode, type in Power Overwhelming and start to enjoy omnipotence.
Oh, yeah.
For infinite energy, type The Gathering and begin to feel your vibrancy. To bask in greater scenic beauty, type Black Sheep Wall to view the entire map. And if you gotta go, type in There is no cow level to complete your current mission.
And now, it's time for Cute. Here are a few tips to help you win the Pulitzer in Pokemon Snap.
If being inundated by Pokemon commercials and toys is not enough for you, then well, hey, how about taking a picture of the little monsters with the N64 game Pokemon Snap? Boy, what will they think of next?
Meow. Welcome back.
But I guess the basic snap and shoot is not enough for this game. To get more points and bonus, you have to catch their good sides. Just like shooting a Polaroid of Aunt Betsy, Pokemon photographers should center their subjects before snapping. If you're lucky and see the name appear, you get a technique bonus. How about that? Want more bonus points? Try to cram as many Pokemon of the same type in one shot. The more you get, the better your bonus points will be. You want to stomp to take the pick? You can't. Your vehicle doesn't have any brakes, but there is a way to stall temporarily. The trick? Run into a Pokemon. Keep them down by hitting them with pester balls or by using your turbo to keep them under the vehicle. There's nothing like a camera-shy Pokemon to ruin your day. Try to toss the food close to the Pokemon to make them turn and face you. Hopefully these techniques help in your Pokemon hunting. May your snapping days be as gratifying as mine.
The Madden series has always been known for its realistic football action, good graphics, and excellent control. But did you know you can play with just your head?
To enter cheats, go to the secret code section of the menu and plug in the following letters. If you truly believe that the body is evil, type in guillotine and enjoy headless footballers from Minnesota or wherever. And if you're bozo for the pigskin, then type in scary clown for that big top game experience.
Here's that kick.
And if you think that size doesn't matter, then type in mice and men for the David and Goliath style of footballing.
Check his medulla oblongata.
And now it's time for Quake 3. We went to QuakeCon 99 and got the tips and strategies from the best Quake players in the world, as well as legendary Quake guru John Carmack. Stay away from the railgun.
Quake 3 Arena is a game of speed and accuracy that involves a sack full of strategies. It's actually a souped-up chess match, if you can believe that. The only way to survive fierce competition, according to the top players, is to think, think, think. K9 Alcazar says players should polish their aim and learn resource management.
There's armors on the map that you have to make sure you pick up. There's weapons that you have to make sure you dominate, and a lot of it's positioning. So against all my opponents, I'm always kind of keeping timers going and making sure that I'm picking them up whenever they're available, and trying to keep resources from him at the same time.
For Cornelia, taming the power of the lightning gun is the ticket to victory in close quarter combat.
The lightning gun, if you miss you can kind of adjust your aim while you're firing. If one of your rocket misses, then you have to wait another second and fire again. The lightning gun, you can just kind of track people.
id Software CEO Todd Hollinshead adopted a strategy shared by most of the GameSpotTV crew.
Avoid people with the railgun.
It turns out the Quake maker himself is afraid of this one particular creation.
You know, I'm just scared of the railgun people. You know, it's like you're walking around, it's like, ow, damn it. And it's like, I can't do that at all. I can't use the railgun worth a damn.
Carmack confessed that he plays a run-and-gun type of game.
I play a fairly defensive game. Make sure that, don't jump into a battle unless, you've gone ahead and stocked up. Avoid until you pay attention, make sure you don't click and run out of ammo if you can. Get some armor before you go into a fight unless you're sure that they're wounded and you want to go after them like that. And, I don't mind running away and disengaging from a combat. I'm not necessarily in it to the death there. But that's the scary thing on the really good players. They come bounding after you and it's like you're running away and they're nailing you in the back, and it doesn't work against the great players.
I guess it's surprising to some that this seemingly mindless game requires a fair amount of thinking. But don't think too much. Practice against other players online. Quake 3 Arena servers are free.
If you want to see those Quake 3 strategies again, they'll be up on our website. And while you're there, check out our QuakeCon feature and full-length interview with John Carmack in the GameSpotTV archives. And if you have cheats or tips you'd like to share, post them on our message boards at the GameSpotTV website. Well, that's it for this week. Until we meet again, remember, if you think you're playing too much, play more. See ya.